Welcome, you guys, and thanks for coming to tonight's Parent Cafe. I know some of us may know each other, but let's just do a round of introductions, and we'll just say our name and our children's ages. I'm Lauren. I have a 20-month-old son.
I'm Perla, and I have an 8-year-old boy and a soon-to-be 3 girl.
My name is Brene. I have a daughter, Brennan, and she is 2.5.
And I'm Linda. I'm a grandmother, and I keep my 2 grandchildren. One is Dana, age 4, and then Devin is age 2.
So last week we sort of left off. We were talking about our grandchildren are starting to say no to us. So let's talk about why we think that's happening.
Well, I've been through this before, and it's sort of them trying to assert their independence for the first time. It seems like to me that's what it is.
I think she thinks it's cute. And that I smile when she says it. So she's like, ooh, I'm going to do it some more. Because mommy, is like, oh, mommy will do something for me if I say no. So.
Yeah, for me, when my 8 was that age, it was that way. But now when my 2 to soon be 3 is about to go into the terrible 3s, not the terrible 2s, she's doing it to copy him. To either copy or to catch my attention because he gets it and then she wants it. So then it's a competition thing sometimes.
So to get a reaction and to copy older siblings and just to show that they are their own person.
In control.
Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about how we're dealing with our children saying no to us.
With my first son, when that was happening, I talked to a lot of mothers, I talked to a lot of parents. We share our techniques. So I went to some courses that people were giving, workshops, whatever, or read books, but you could never apply everything. You could never be ready. But you dealt with it throughout the time, different techniques. Now with having a second, I don't care. Whatever she wants to do, I should do it. She's not getting my attention. I'm just moving on to something else. So the tantrums are really short.
Okay.
The no goes to, okay, mommy. So, it's the experience of having the first makes the second so much easier.
So you're kind of eliminating that reaction and that sort of...
Yeah, she's not getting my attention no matter what she does. She takes her clothes off. She's very cold.
I think I go from like one end of the spectrum to the other. Like sometimes she's saying no and I'm saying yes. Yes, say yes. And then sometimes I'm just frustrated. Sometimes I ignore her. Sometimes I try to talk to her about it. So I don't have like one way of dealing with it. I'm dealing with it like in every way possible.
I guess it's a little harder for me as a grandparent. I don't get to be with them all the time, and so I am a little more of a pleaser with them, and I realized listening to you I should go back to my old ways with my own kids, and I think ignoring is probably the best strategy for that no, and so it's probably better for me to start trying to do that a little more.
If I could stop smiling when she says it, I think it would probably be better. But sometimes I'm just like, what do you mean, though? What do you mean, no? You don't want this candy? You really want this candy,
right.
Like you don't even know what no means.
Oh, you know what I do
silly.
sometimes when she doesn't want something? I says, okay, I will have it. My son will have it. Oh, I want it.
Oh, right.
Oh, do you mean yes?
It's mine.
So then say
I
yes.
use that a lot. I use reverse psychology.
Okay, so on those days when they are saying no and it's nothing you're trying is working, who do you turn to for advice?
Well, at this point, unless it's something completely heavy, like really, really bad, I don't turn to anyone because I had the experience of the first one. I might share some things with my mom or my sister or whatever, but if something does get to be too repetitious, I do talk to her teacher or director. I share experience and I try to get advice from them or to kind of follow up as to how is she behaving in school. What is she doing here? Right. So we can work together.
I try to do that too now because I don't keep them all the time, so that when I do pick them up at school, if there's something going on, I talk to the teacher because I figure the teacher's with them a lot of the times, and so they probably have some ideas, and they're the professionals, so
yeah, they have good techniques.
Even though I've been through it a couple times, they can tell me. the best way to approach it.
I work at her school, so it's a little easier. So I I could say I go talk to her teacher, but her teacher's like next door to me in the next classroom. So, you know, I actually try not to talk to her teacher because I know that her teacher's experience with her in the classroom is different from my experience at home. But I talk to my mother, which is not really helpful sometimes, but 'cause she's like her grandmother. So she's like, well, then just give her what she wants. And I'm like, that's not really a solution, Mom. But no, I do talk to other parents. But generally they're asking me, like, what do I do? And I'm like, oh, you know, just be patient. So I should probably try that.
So I know it's challenging a lot of times and there's no right answer, so it's good to get together here and talk about what we're doing and hopefully be able to support each other. So thanks for all of you coming and sharing with us today. I look forward to our next parent meeting.
Thanks for doing it.